Hello, my name is Latoya Jones. I am currently teaching financial literacy and will be presenting a personal finance unit called Managing Life in a World of Surprises. The focus point will be the differences between financial situations and how they affect families in different countries. Focus countries will be USA, China, and Nigeria. The target learners of this project are 6th grade math students. The students will be randomly grouped with consideration of ability levels and learning styles. The students will analyze and solve real-world problems involving financial literacy concepts along with addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of rational numbers. The students will make cooperative decisions about planning a budget and purchasing food, clothing, housing, and transportation, along with the budgeting life's little surprises in comparison to the countries of Nigeria and China. I am super excited to extend this multicultural project idea of real-life family situations whose income is related to different countries' backgrounds and economic status. I would like to invite educators and learners from Nigeria and China to participate in this financial literacy project. This project is geared towards the understanding of financial literacy and of financial budgeting among different countries. Introduction to topic. You will experience 3 different family situations whose income is related to the resources and economic status of their country. Your families must each make cooperative decisions about planning a budget and purchasing food, clothing, housing, and transportation. After experiencing 3 different financial situations, you will prepare a presentation for students in Nigeria and China to compare your research of their country to the actual reality of their family incomes in comparison to the United States. This presentation will evaluate the differences amongst other countries regarding budget and financial situations. In your presentation, you must compare the 3 different family financial situations, showing the benefits and hardships that accompany each one. Support your conclusions with data collected from your 3 family situations before submitting to Nigeria or China. Learners will be able to solve real-world problems involving addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, demonstrate sensitivity to issues of bias, racism, prejudice, and stereotyping, collaborate with peers, experts, and others using telecommunications and collaborative tools, use internet browsers, various search engines, bookmarking features, and advanced search techniques to gather information. Topic and task students will accomplish. This project will be a 6-week collaborative project with the help of global classmates from each country. Students will be introduced to the topic by playing the digital game Life. Students will spend 2 days playing the game locally and globally. Students will be placed in groups. Groups will be random with consideration for ability levels and learning styles. Each family will be given a country to research. Each family will be given the occupation cards of teacher, doctor, and a minimum wage job. The students will go through the project 3 times based on the salary of each occupation. They must be able to determine percent of a number in order to complete a monthly budget to buy food, clothing, transportation, and housing. They must know how to utilize the newspaper and online ads to research costs for groceries, clothing, and miscellaneous bills. They must know how to search the local classified ads to find affordable housing that is appropriate for their family. Group discussions and assistance will be provided as needed. The students will choose an online car dealership site to find affordable transportation, and whole group discussion will be used to explain the requirements. For groups that are progressing rapidly through the project, there will be a little twist added to their circumstances by giving them little life surprises cards. They will either receive extra money, pay increase, or extra debts, child needs braces. They must work collaboratively to find a way to afford the extra expense or to decide where to use the extra money. At the end of the unit, they will compare the different circumstances and include impact of financial resources. The students will also compare their work with the students from Nigeria and China on a global level. After completion of the occupation scenarios, local community business representatives will visit the class and talk about educational requirements, salary, benefits, etc. for each occupation while streaming to our global classrooms. Materials needed: family journal, notebook or Google Doc journal, online newspaper ads for groceries and clothing purchases, occupation cards using local employer salary calculations. Cards will include occupation, hourly wage, and number of hours worked weekly. Family cards, life's little surprises cards, cards that contain positive and negative events. The students will collect, organize, display, read, interpret, and analyze real-world data daily. The students will be required to make an Edmodo account to collaborate locally and globally. The students will work in collaborative teams. The students will also use Bubble Us to brainstorm collaboratively with our global classrooms. The students will create a multimedia presentation to compare the data collected from the three occupational levels based on their country. To complete the multimedia project, students will be introduced to iMovie, podcasts, and other technology-based options to complete an ethnic student task project. Assessment plan. Calculating wage to determine what percent of their income will be devoted to each category of their budget: food, clothing, transportation, housing, etc. Unit price to prepare students for purchases, grocery purchase activity, clothing activity, housing activity, transportation activity, summary pages, reflection questions after each activity, multimedia presentation. Must complete a summative assessment with global learners. Conclusion. Thank you so much for participating in this presentation. I hope that you find this project to be of use to your students. Financial literacy is an awesome tool for students to learn, and this project will bring about financial awareness and develop cultural awareness. Enjoy!